What a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Terrapins will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes offense will have the football first. Football with the run. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Martin will throw it. A little release to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this, and I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Looking to throw again. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Pulls it in, it's Smith. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell, just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
We did it.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. The play action fake. He's got his man across the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful pass.
Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Smith. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his legs, it's Donaldson. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Martin back to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, a lot of space. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
It's complete on the right side. Lots of running room. Finds a little bit of room, and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Quick completion to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Under fire.
reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because
a shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That brings them to within one. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
With the catch, it's Smith. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And offensively, I love running these track routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. They go right back to it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Give to the back. He's loose. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. The quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive game and a positive play for this offense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking for room. It's Donaldson. It's a seam wide open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
As a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a third down.
Looking to throw, it's Sayed. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely perfect. They take a 4-point lead here in the second. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. He's got it, and they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Ray. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Martin will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting a sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay.
Hello. Hello.
If you're try to get a field goal, Palmer, try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Hello. Hey.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. And he'll line this one up from 53 yards out and try to bang it through. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
Trying to find
Just enough
my
time for one final play of the
headphone
half.
thing.
They'll test the right side. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out they're inside the horseshoe.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started.
Because I'm doing it from the PlayStation.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense, I've got the lead. They've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much in what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first two.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Martin back to pass. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Terrapins come to the line in the hurry up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
After the productive first down,
just
2nd and 6.
They tough, but they make it better.
They'll run play
Especially
action.
when I play the
Sends it downfield. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Terrapins!
I'm looking like
And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
I might have to take another
Here comes the
administrative
Ohio
day.
State offense onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20.
No, I'm not.
Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Pulls it in. It's Tate. There he goes. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Off the play fake on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down.
This dude that worked at my job,
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule.
his
Everything's
brother's
easy when it's on
mentoring this
time
guy.
to get the ball out. When things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there
San
that can
Antonio.
make the right decisions.
He's
did
in the game.
exactly that.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
not crazy to say.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The run from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past.
You got something to eat though, right?
Bounty on the Jets. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to sling it on 2nd down.
Oh my
Pick
goodness.
off to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Martin will throw it. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
They got to update this game. Too
Wow,
much
what a great job by
animation
that
fixing.
quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Ray. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job of using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now the play fake. Escapes the sack. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for
Everything
the
is
first
like
time. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
No, he doesn't have a job, but it's like, I know he's looking for one, but it's not like stressing out.
To the air,
Yeah.
it's Sayin. Finds his man, it's Smith. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field. You saw that right there.
Yeah, he got it.
And I
He got
kinda
it at the
like
same
how the
time.
running back
I
didn't
think
mess
he got it
around.
the day before.
Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Yeah, but it's digital. I buy the digital.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on
Then we could
3rd
share
and
it.
short,
Yeah.
trying to convert here. They'll try to bully their way from the first. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game.
Instead of going off.
Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W.
Well, we share like the
down,
other
we'll
games
open up the final
that we
period.
have on this. We don't have too many this game, but we used to do that back in the day. A lot.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Yeah.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Because we used to share.
Out of the gun, the
A lot of
inside
stuff.
handoff to the running back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on, hard to get him to the ground.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Got a man. It's Tate. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run.
Throws toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Nestled just inside that right upright. All tied up here in the 4th quarter.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Coming out with it, it's McLaurin.
This is how you know they're
down to get the offense
I'm not that good right now. I'm getting my playing with the best team on the game against one of the worst teams on the game. And it's a tie ball game, 13-13.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. Here's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing, throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Martin back to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Let's get out of this quarterback.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick release on the RPO.
It's not going to look good on YouTube.
Touchdown, Maryland! They move on top here in the 4th.
Reconsidering if I'm going to put this on YouTube. I don't know.
Thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. You could tell the defense.
You know what? They
right angles, and he
changed the game, though.
Uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
So last year, was the first time the game came back. This college football game, first time in 10 years they came back with it. So it was, everything about it was good. Smooth, gameplay was fast. It was just like, felt like a real college football game, right? Then this one, this year's one, they slow it down. They make it play like Madden. And then I just found out they merged the two groups together because college football outsells Madden, and it was embarrassing.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing
It's the same
that early in the
company
drive you
making
can turn
football
around, hand it off, get a
So
push up front,
they
go
did
get
that, and I'm like, this plays like Madden. I used to play Madden. It plays like Madden. There's a lot of glitches, a lot of stuff. It's like, that's that bare minimum. My bottom line is off the chain. I think they made like $600 million off the video game last year. Madden close to that. They still make a mill, but
And you know the standard is
it was just back
indisputable
in the two
video
games. So
evidence,
now the
and the
two games
officials
are
will change
pretty much the
call.
same. Just, I just don't like that.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and
It's
10.
not fair.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He would have loved to make the big return.
I'm gonna finish it though. I'm gonna put it on
team
there.
the ball at the 37.
Just to say
And
that.
this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Martin will throw it. Rushes on him. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Makes the catch at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the fourth. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Smith. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TD so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Motion from the wide receiver. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Hey, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Okay, I changed my mind.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game.
I'm gonna put
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Man, as a defense, you're salivating in this territory. You want to get that safety. You want to put your hands over your head, clasp them together. I got him in the end zone. Nice job by the defense being ready, rushing the quarterback, almost getting the safety.
Backed up in their own end, just find some breathing room. He's got it. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Stands in and takes the hit. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get a sack, but they do affect his accuracy.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense.
Give up.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Looking for space. It's Peoples. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're going to test the right side with this one. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively, you start thinking more guys in the box, more big.
Touchdown, Ohio State! They strike first in overtime.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
I got
And
5
the
minutes
extra
left.
point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Yeah, the report. Oh, I better wrap this up then. See the finish.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Martin back to pass. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And he made the extra point without problem. We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Gets the back moving. He'll start this drive going to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fleming. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good! A hero for the game! A game-winning field goal in overtime!
What? I lost? No,
So many
no,
more
no.
times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to
See,
have
they got
a
a
guy you
glitch.
can
That's
depend
a
on,
glitch.
and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive
They
plays
know about
by
it.
handing the football off to this guy.
He
He's
just say
got
game
incredible
winning
speed.
by
Stopped at
kick,
the
but it's like I get a
13-yard
turn.
line as the drive
So the
continues.
game is not over yet. But the announcer said that the game is not over. So I heard that.
Operating in the
I
red
watch a
zone
lot
here
of
on 2nd down.
YouTube videos on these glitches.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin.
Finish the games.
Makes the catch.
And I won the game.
He got it in. Ball game. What a clutch play as they win it in double overtime. So much about the passing
Yeah,
game is about
I didn't think I was going to win.
communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
No doubt
with 2
about it.
minutes
And the
to
receiver
spare.
making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.